Hi guys, how are you?
What's up, everybody? Happy
Hey,
weekend and
hey.
all that good stuff.
Yeah, it's Saturday.
It's Saturday, people, but damn, I would say this: exposure is going and going and going, and we still got what 3 months left. What did they say? 2024. It's
Oh,
gonna
you're
be
talking about Kanye? Yeah.
yeah.
It's really, really crazy. So let's break down this other lawsuit. Now, what did I do with that girl's picture? Okay, so um this whole Diddy thing is just it's just getting out of hand. I know they're starting to weed out some of the fake cases, like with oh, I can't think of her name. Gloria Allred's client, and then with there's two people they weeded out. I cannot think of the girl's name. She tried to pay her boyfriend or some ex.
Oh yeah. The ex. What was that
I
chick's
can't think of her
name?
name.
Lottie. I don't know. I can't remember. What was it? I can't remember.
Yeah. Anyway,
Just so many.
um, yeah, and now we've got this whole Kanye situation. Now, I heard a couple days ago that Kanye West was being sued by his PI. Oh, can you hear me?
Yeah,
This was a couple of days ago, right?
yeah.
And one of the things, he didn't pay him for services. He paid him to uh, keep an eye on Bianca and keep an eye on Kim. And he wanted to know if Kim, the Kardashians, were a part of a ring. Y'all know what kind of ring I'm talking about, right? It's really, really ridiculous. And I thought, well, how ridiculous is it? If he is paying, supposed to be paying somebody, all you had to do was pay Kanye. And I keep hearing the Kardashians' name come to over and over. I keep hearing their name. So when it comes to this whole ring, the whole ring, y'all know what kind of ring I'm talking about. So, and then we heard about Dame Dash, who thought his drink was laced. And if something did happen to him, he wouldn't remember because it's some stuff that they put in there that you're not supposed to remember. Is all of Hollywood running amok?
It seems.
Everybody's saying Jay-Z is next. That's her name, Thalia Graves. Sorry, Thalia Graves. I do accept the fact that some people are in it for the cash, but I really do think they will get weeded out. This girl with this new Kanye case, I don't think she's in it for the cash.
uh,
She originally filed, here she is. What's her name? Lauren Piscata? Piscata. Um, she was an OnlyFans model. Now, okay, a lot of people have OnlyFans pages. It could be
Yeah.
like,
I mean, we can soften it, Sharrell. I mean, I'm not sure if she in just for the money,
mhm,
but this is what I seriously think. And now could be wrong because she's saying this happened a couple years ago.
mhm.
And now that everything's hot and everybody's, you know, dialing up that number to the attorney in Texas, jumping on the I need my cash too.
That's what I was afraid. Most people are going to think. They're going to think like you. Is she jumping on the bandwagon? But she did file the original suit back in 2023. Go ahead. Sorry.
Wait, no, I agree, but then she got a list of complaints. And look, like I said, I got to be careful now because I'm real quick to say no, that shit don't sound right. But I think that she had a voice. She was an influencer. She wasn't scared to speak. She wasn't scared to take it off. Uh, so, and I know I'm just saying that I think that look at the timing of it. Oh,
Okay, I'm not going down that
Right
road
in the
with
middle.
you.
No, no, I'm just saying June. And then she got a list of things. If your was
Right.
complaint is that you got fired for unjust reasons, couldn't that have just been the thing you was arguing about? And if this other thing happened to you with being great, right?
Yeah.
And if that was the case, wouldn't that be that might be the major thing? I might not even worry about the unfair treatment at work or whatever. That would be my issue, just for
I'm
me.
I'm worried because she's the OnlyFans a model that everybody you're saying what a lot of people are thinking. So that's why I like it when you speak your mind. I'm afraid people are going to think what you're thinking. The timing is suspicious.
And I'm assuming that if, from the article and stuff I'm reading, that he had hired her to be his assistant, right? For a $4 million salary a year. But he let her go early and he's supposed to have made a settlement for $3 more million. Just saying. Now, what kind of influencer were you?
Oh
What
God,
was
Perry.
you assisting on? No, no, let's keep it real, people. Now, we all had jobs in the real world,
Oh
okay?
God, Perry.
$4 million. What are you assisting,
Okay,
right?
okay. All right,
Now,
all right.
I just feel like this, Sharrell. I'm just, I could be wrong. I'm gonna say this in my Dr. Heavenly voice. I'm gonna say this, and I may have to take it back. But I think is she just straight up for money, and I think if
Oh
he hired
God.
her because she was a former influencer and
Uh,
OnlyFans,
a OF
right?
model.
And that's probably where he could have spotted her and said, "Damn, I could use those services." But I
Let
want
me
to
tell
keep
you what
her
I'm
around.
gonna do.
I want to keep her around because I'm married to Kim right now, and we have off days, bad days, and and sometimes I just needed to get it when I need it. So I need my assistant there on hand at all times. That's just my true thought. The
Oh
shit
my.
could be wrong as hell, and if it is, I don't know how I would know, but I would definitely come on here and apologize. But
I'm
look,
I'm not. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Sherelle, matter of fact, in a minute, I'm gonna see if I can pull up some other pictures because no, there you go. Now, no offense, now women have the right to look sexy. They have all the right and all that. But when that's all you advertising is your body, that
Hold on. Let me read this. It says, Sharrell, I just heard online Jay-Z sued Bacardi first. And so before Diddy followed with Ciroc sent Cassie, I don't know what that says,
oh, after
after
Diddy.
Diddy and Jaguar after Jay-Z as retaliation. Well, yeah, that's been going on for a while. That's what everybody's saying. And they're saying the alcohol company that Diddy was with was Diageo. She's saying that Jay-Z had a deal with Bacardi. 50 Cent had a deal too. So what's happening is they gave a lot of influential because it's Diddy, it's 50 Cent, Jay-Z. I'm missing somebody. What other black rapper? Anyway, that they gave him these deals, and it's okay. Uh, they paid Diddy $60 million a year. But what went wrong with Diddy is he wanted to be an owner. They were
Hmm.
like, "Are you nah? Okay, we're paying you. Stop joking here." And when they didn't let him be an owner, then he opened up a competing brand called De Leon, and that's what everybody's saying is doing him in. And I believe that. I believe from the bottom of my heart. And they're saying that Diageo is till this day still working with the feds because everybody knew about Diddy and these parties. And Kanye and his DRUG. What's the word I can use for that? His pharmaceutical problems. Everybody know Kanye West has been on pharmaceuticals for years. Don't you guys remember when Kim Kardashian came out and said he's an addict? But
Hmm.
the 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 alcohol company wouldn't have an argument if they weren't living this crazy self-absorbed lifestyle. You see what I'm saying?
Hmm.
So yeah, I agree. that they're trying to take him down, and they are throwing everything at Diddy, and they want to see what sticks. But Diddy has a lot of stuff that sticks, and so does Kanye. So I go back and forth. Y'all let me know in the chat right now. Y'all let me know. Do you feel sorry for Diddy because he is being, what's the word I'm looking for? He's a part of a takedown, but the stuff that he's doing is so heinous, and I can't and I won't get Kim Porter out of my mind.
Right.
I don't really give a damn if the alcohol companies are behind it. Let's see what y'all say. Okay, good. Hell no. No way. Hi, Josh. Hell no. Yeah, okay. I that's how I feel. Thank you guys. Yeah, like no. Because they are doing it to themselves. And I'm getting ready to read this article. I have the lawsuit. I don't know if I'm going to read it. I made notes. I'm not sure if I'm going to read the whole thing because me and Perry have been reading it all morning. It's 88 pages. 88 pages.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, let's start out with the article
88
first. Okay?
pages. People think about that though. That's a lot of damn pages. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even want to write a paragraph. 88 pages.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm gonna wait a year and a half to mention one thing out of the 88 pages.
Oh, Perry, you keep speaking your mind because I know a lot of people are thinking like you, but it's just hard to say.
Oh yeah, I mean, this is laid back Saturday, right? I'm just gonna say what the hell I really truly feel.
Oh God.
Now I might have to take it all back on Monday and apologize to some people. But look, my initial thought is, if anybody watched this channel, remember how I felt about Lil Rod?
I can't remember. It's been so long. How did you feel?
And I got backlash for it. Oh, Perry, you don't understand. No, I ain't no a grown man, and you waited all this time without getting paid and getting whatever happened to you. Some of that shit had to be voluntary because not like you was held in.
Perry, stop. Let me say this, Perry. Let me say this. There are a lot of people who think like you, but the reason you can't say it is because you don't want to be wrong.
Right. No, I get it.
Wrong.
I that's what I'm trying to explain.
Mm-hmm.
That's just how I see it, but then I don't know because the shit never happened to me. I ain't never been in a situation where my boss was doing this, not paying me, and I had to keep showing up over and over and over again.
Keep showing up. I wouldn't.
Well, I know I wouldn't either, but that's my thing. And so I judge it how I see it, but I don't know what happened to these people. But to me, shit, because hell, when you go to trial, you have a jury.
Right.
And the jurors gonna think how they think. Cast they vote how they think. And certain things, just like, I can see certain things happen. Now, I know now if you can prove to me the reason why you did these things because you was under the influence that they, drags you up. I can't say the other word, drags you up and took advantage of you, then maybe. But if some of it come across as consensual or a way to move up the chain, then I call that voluntary.
Okay, let me just get into this, Perry. You gonna make my heart give me a heart attack. The title's called Kanye West accused of lacing and essaying ex-assistant. Her name is Lauren at Sean Diddy Combs' party. So I'm going to read the article first before we get into the lawsuit because this article has already gave us a estimate of what's in the lawsuit. Okay, a summary of what's in the lawsuit. It says Kanye West has been accused of lacing and essaying his one-time assistant and OnlyFans star at a party with Sean Diddy Combs' alarming new court papers show. And let me say this. She was picked out because she was, in my opinion, this is my opinion, because she was a OnlyFans model. I'm not going to go hire an OnlyFans model and expect them to, you know what I mean? He had thoughts before he hired her.
When you hire a model, you expect them to model. You know what I'm saying? When you hire a cook, you expect them to cook. Do you understand me? That's what I'm just saying.
Anyway, it says Laura Piscata. who worked for the rapper from 2021 through 2022 as a personal assistant, said years earlier, West sought out her. He did. And her former musician client invited him to a party, at a music studio that West and Combs co-hosted, according to court papers obtained by the Post. Piscata, an influencer and former OnlyFans model, said West told everyone at the Santa Monica gathering that they had to drink or leave the party. After taking just a few sips, she suddenly started to feel disoriented. This is the part that really bothers me, and that's why I can't call her a clout chaser. She probably was picked because she's pretty and she's got, the tatas and all that.
Skills, yeah.
But you when you start lacing people's drinks, I think you should go to prison for a long time just for that alone.
Right.
And she began to slip into a altered and highly impaired state, claimed the papers filed in the Los Angeles Superior Court. The next day, Piscata couldn't remember the events. This is the same story that Dame Dash said. The same exact story. The next day, Piscata couldn't remember the events of the night before, and she felt ashamed and embarrassed. And her musician client, who wasn't identified in court papers, was too traumatized and disturbed to speak out about the night, according to the lawsuit. Piscata could not recall and was certainly not aware that any kind of SA happened to her or the former client. And she was more concerned with whether she embarrassed herself in front of the client or West, the filing said. While Piscata believed she was had something in her drink, she thought it was the studio assistant or someone else who helped prepare the drinks who was responsible for lacing her drink, the court papers claim. It wasn't until before West fired Piscata that he confessed that he had hooked up after she had something in her drink, per the documents. So he admitted to her, nah, I hooked up with you. Oh my God.
And now remind you, she got fired. She got fired back in 21-22. She just filed this lawsuit June of 2024. Okay. So meaning that he had to tell her, you know what, girl? We did do something.
I believe it, Perry. I believe it.
No, just without your permission. Okay. But follow my thought though. I can't say it didn't happen because there's a lot of freaky shit going on.
Yeah.
But you knew that because you just said he told you before he fired you. Then you waited a couple more months waiting on money, then some more months. Then you decide to file
this is
this
bad.
lawsuit in June 2024. Not 2022. After a couple months.
Maybe, Perry, let's give her grace. Maybe she didn't realize what happened to her, just like Dame Dash in that interview the other day.
Dame Dash is not suing him. Dame Dash wonders, and he can speculate. Do you think Dame Dash would have sued him if Diddy would have told him, yeah, man, this is what I did to you?
Yeah.
Or something?
Yeah.
I can't say what happened, but then, and you'll say, just like Dame Dash said, Dame Dash is repeating the story, but Dame Dash, see, sometimes people do stuff for a reason. Look at the motivation. Now, Dame Dash ain't looking for money. People that's saying this same story, that same Dame Dash said, oh, either you get to drink, if you don't drink, you get to leave, right? I believe that. So, like, it's not that I don't believe that part, but she just filed this in June. How many people have said that months prior? So, hell, if somebody came to me tomorrow and said, yeah, man. I was like,
no, Perry. You got to give people grace. She might have been traumatized. You don't know why it took her so long. And don't say that. What took you so long? Why didn't you say this on this day?
No, okay. Look, let me find a gentle way to say it. No, I mean, because I understand what people say. I never, been a victim of this or had these things happen. So I don't understand it like that. But I'm just saying, well, let me just give a different perspective. if I was the defense counsel and you accuse this, it's my job to say, why didn't you? I get a chance to question shit too, right?
No.
Or
Let's
no?
keep reading. Let's keep reading. But I respect what you're saying, and I allow you to say it because you ain't the only person who think like that. But I have to always err on the side of caution. And
No,
one of the
really, I
first
should
things
too.
men say is, what took you so long? Why didn't you do this? Why
I
didn't
know.
you do this then? And you can't tell me how to handle my damn trauma.
And I'm with you there, and I should too. Not just you. I need to be careful. But what I'm saying is, I'm trying to be as careful as I can be. I'm not saying she lying.
All right. Let's keep going.
But I ain't
Let's
saying she
keep.
ain't no gold digger neither.
The truth came out when West, 47, who legally changed his name to Ye, was complaining about his ex-wife, who wasn't identified in the papers, but was apparently referring to Kim Kardashian. West was enraged about a text exchange that had just happened between himself and his ex, and he mentioned that the ex made a negative comment about Piscata, whom the ex believed West cheated on with her, the papers say. So what happened was Kim suspected that these two were, you want to tell this part? Since
Bouncing
this part
balls.
Kim assumed that these two were having an affair. And she went to Kanye and asked, was this true? And he said, yeah. So the girl got shocked because she didn't remember anything. So it's complicated. Let me keep reading. So Piscata told West she wanted to text the ex to clear things up and tell her, this is untrue. I did not and would not disrespect you, Ye, or your marriage. But West stopped Piscata from sending the message saying, we did kind of hooked up with little one time, a little.
Just a little
They
bit.
kind of hooked up a little one time. The Gold Digger rapper immediately proceeded to reminisce about the party where he hooked up with Piscata after she had something put in her drink. Piscata said the revelation was wildly devastating and uncomfortable, but she was happy to learn the truth. Stop, Perry. Let me finish. And in complete and utter shock, she told West she had no memory of the encounter. And in fact, didn't remember anything after sitting down on the couch at the beginning of the night, the suit claims. West laughed before allegedly responding. Women love to say they don't remember. Oh, come on, Perry. Nah, he's giving creep vibes.
Well, no,
You're giving jail vibes. Your ass need to be in jail. Go ahead, Perry.
I'm not saying he's not, right? Like, okay, when I speak about this situation, just my opinion on whether it's true or not, I'm not covering up for Kanye, Diddy, saying these are good men. Robbers get robbed too. So, meaning that, yeah, she could be dealing with a bad entity than Kanye, but is her stuff actually factual or is she just as bad? I don't know.
All right.
But,
I get that. You're waiting for
the argument
evidence.
would be too, right? What you just said. Like, I would question this. It's been 2 years, and why didn't you let her just text her back and say nothing's happening? Why would you have to confess it at that point? I know that would sound really crazy. Girl, I did this to you. You didn't know. Why would that person say it? I would question
Let me
that.
reword it so this can feel better to me. You're saying wait for evidence. Anybody can make accusations.
Well, I'm saying that, right?
Okay, good.
I mean, but then, like, to be fair, I was like, who would be that stupid to have got away with something, then come and confess it, right? But rappers have done it, did things, and made videos about it. So I don't know, but it seems sort of fabricated.
Oh my God, let me keep reading. Perry, just stop. Perry, stop. The fresh allegations were filed on Tuesday in Piscata existing wrongful termination and SA harassment lawsuit against West. The initial claims, now she filed this suit back in 2023. And then a couple days ago, she added to the suit. Okay. The initial claims were, which are still included in the updated version of the lawsuit, alleged that West sent inappropriate texts to Piscata, shared his SA fantasies, his ex fantasies with her, and sent her X-rated photos and videos of himself having relations with other women. She also claimed that once locked himself in Piscata, and he once locked himself and Piscata in a room together. Oh Lord. And pleasured himself next to her before falling asleep. What?
Wait a minute.
What? Okay. Piscata says he promised her millions in severance when he fired her on October 2022, but she never received the money and was also still owed money from her salary. West's lawyers slammed her lawsuit when it was initially filed as baseless and alleged she'd been blackmailing the heartless rapper in a June statement on page 6. A rep for West didn't immediately return a request for comment Saturday. Combs was not accused of any wrongdoing in her suit, but the Bad Boys record founder has been criminally charged with ex trafficking and is being held behind bars pending a May trial. Combs has also been accused of ex abuse in a series of lawsuits. He's denied wrongful doing in both the criminal and civil law cases. Now, Perry, so you read the paperwork. In the paperwork, all of this happened at a Diddy party.
Well,
And she,
it's weird when you go through all of it, multiple places, because like she said, the Diddy party is the one where he actually confessed of doing that tour, that he's the one. Yeah, okay. But his other businesses that he was running, maybe you ain't got into it, where she'll start talking about that he do this to everybody, all his workers.
that was in the paperwork. That's in the lawsuit. Yeah.
And they required to have some type of bed arrangements in their office. So when he stopped by,
No,
who is he?
I don't know if I want to read this 88-page lawsuit, but let's read some of it, okay? So let me give you a brief. Me and Perry read this last night and came up with a summary. And this is what this Perry actually wrote this summary. And Perry, you actually read it, and you are more more detail about it than I did. It says so jump in if you wanted to add anything. Okay. This is the basis of the 88-page document. I might read 20 pages. I don't know about all 88, but this is the basis of the lawsuit. It's saying the document details the argument surrounding the pretrial detention of Sean Combs in response to charges brought against him. The defense argues the circumstances of his case do not justify. That's the wrong one. This is for Diddy. So what happens, you guys, is Perry or my son will give me notes to follow. And to help me in with these. So thank you, Ferry, for the notes. But that was for Diddy.
That was Diddy.
Here is the other one.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, so here's the summary that Perry gave me. The document appears to be the First Amendment complaint filed in the Superior Court of the State of California, County of Los Angeles by Lauren Piscata against Kanye West, aka Ye. So his legal name is Ye. Okay, and several business entities. So she sued him and all of his businesses, Yeezy brand, Yeezy LLC, Yeezy footwear. Oh, wow. Yeah, he still has that. Yeezy construction. He has a construction company. And these are the basis of the complaints, right? It says key elements of the complaint, plaintiff and defendant. So the plaintiff is Lauren. Her attorney's name is Mark Kearney. Kanye West, aka Ye, Why do they have the Kanye in there? Here are the claims of the lawsuit. So she's claiming all of this. Number one, breach of contract, wrongful termination in violation of public policy, uh, X harassment, unlawful retaliation, gender discrimination, failure to prevent harassment, discrimination, and retaliation, quota mercric, I have to look that up, unjust enrichment, fraud, unpaid wages, waiting time penalties, failure to provide accurate wage statements, failure to reimburse business expenses, intentional infliction of emotional distress, failure to produce employment records, battery, battery, and false imprisonment. She's accusing him of all of this in this 88-page
Yep.
lawsuit. It's 88 pages. The one that I'm questioning is false imprisonment. That's usually when you don't allow a person to leave.
Yeah, and it's actually been a few people who claim that over the last year or so. So it's just, you know how look, not to sugarcoat it. If you got a problem with your pay, breach of contract, wrongful termination, just ask sue him for your damn money for that. If he owed you money, you should have a contract, you should have something, sue him for that. You can put all these other titles underneath it. But when people seen the Cassie tapes and, you know, with the false imprisonment, you know, the things he did to other people, right? The next victim, most victims gonna say it now, just in my opinion. It's an extra add-on flavor because it makes it more believable if other people have claimed the same thing. So go ahead.
All right. This is a long, you guys, lawsuit. 88 pages.
That's a lot.
Yeah, I can't believe you read them all. Thank you, Perry. So, Perry, I'm going to read until I get tired. I want you to jump in. So she's suing Kanye and all of his businesses. And we're going to start with motion number 1. Let me see. I don't know what that is. Let me read you guys' comments before we start reading. Wait, she's an OnlyFans model? Yes, child. She's an OnlyFans model. This won't go anywhere, to be honest.
She's former. She was.
She's former.
Yeah.
Skip to the good parts. It's too many good parts. Yes, she is. Thanks, Perry. Amazing. I don't know why somebody call you amazing. One of the earlier suits described Diddy's size. Oh gosh. As adolescent. Okay. Does this one talk about his size? Yeah, child, y'all mess. Why she continued to work with him after the fact? Everybody's going to ask that question. They are. She told on herself when she said it was at a Diddy's party because it's well documented. Kanye hates Diddy. Well, that's true. And has so for years. That's
and then the crazy part about that, you know, now maybe it's just my interpretation of client. She said, yeah, this happened at a Diddy party because I took one of my clients there. He was
what does she mean by client?
Right. Now, it could be my crooked thinking. A client could be a lawyer can have a client. I wouldn't think the same thing. But when an OnlyFans person got a client, oh no, that's what my mind went to. But I could be 100% wrong. It just came across like, yeah, when I took my John there and to meet Diddy, he's a musician.
Alpha says it's going to be a lot of women coming out with lawsuits against these rich people from now on. So some people do agree with you, Perry. These docs have a lot of juicy info. Tread lightly, Sharrell. Oh, for real. Here for the tea. Okay, well, let's get into it. Let me take one more. You have to endure to have a credible suit. Ooh, child, y'all not believing her. Y'all not believing her. Y'all must have read the lawsuit. It's impossible that all successful Black men in America are the R word. These women are lying. People are agreeing with you, Perry. Oh my God. Hold on. I just love to see what the audience is. Diddy. Diddy little thing is small. My friend told me that in the 90s, when I left his ass standing alone, he made my friend do him. And Mace, no, not
Damn.
Mace. You know, you can't underestimate anybody.
Right.
That was in the late 90s. One more. These ladies are coming for money. Black men better learn from all this BS. So a lot of you agree. Okay, so y'all, a lot of y'all agree with Perry. And Perry, you say something just don't feel right to you.
Well, no, it really don't. Like, but I do know this. Like, in a lot of cases, like Bill Cosby, yeah, I believe some of them, but I think a lot of people just jump on. And I've seen tapes of Diddy,
Mhm,
and just my impression of him, I can believe some of them. But when people start saying, I got 120 new cases today, I don't believe
mhm.
all that shit. Those are things for me. Like, you're going to have freeloaders, clout chasers jump on as if it's some kind of class action suit. My opinion, though. And now, it's true victims out there,
Mhm.
but, you know, Black men, especially when you start, well, period, whether you broke or got money, have to be careful because a lot of times your ass can go downtown and get locked up and truly didn't do a damn thing. You know what I'm saying?
Lisa, you agree with Perry? Okay, nobody's buying it over here. I know someone personally who did that against Trump. Don't forget, Cameron said Mace told him Diddy left a X toy in his bathroom. No, I did not see that, Monique. But I seen the video with it on the bed. Child, this is a mess. Let's get into it. Y'all want to get into it? We gonna do it. Uh, at all relevant times, plaintiff Lauren Piscata, plaintiff, is an individual residing in. I did not redact this, but I don't have to redact it, but I forgot to redact it. In the state of California. Plaintiff is informed and believes on that basis alleged that the defendant Yeezy LLC and does 1 through 10 inclusive, and each of them were limited liability companies, corporations, or others. So she's coming for his money. I mean, not the money. How can I put it? His other businesses from unknown conducting business in the state of California, County of Los Angeles. Plaintiff is further informed and believes, and on that basis, alleged that defendants Yeezy Apparel LLC does 11 through 20 inclusive of each of them were limited liability corporations and other business entities from unknown conducting business in the state of California, County of Los Angeles. Plaintiff is further informed and believes on that basis alleged that defendants Yeezy Footwear LLC does 21 through 30 inclusive, and each of them were LLCs, corporation, and other business entities from form unknown conducting business in the state of California, County of Los Angeles. Plaintiff is also informed and believes on the basis alleged that defendants Yeezy Construction, where did they get this construction company, Inc., and does 31 through 40 inclusive of, and each of them were limited liability companies, corporations, and other business entities from unknown conducting business in the state of California, County of Los Angeles. Plaintiff is further informed and believes, and thereon alleges that defendants Kanye West, aka Ye, an individual, and does 41 through 50 inclusive, and each of them were all times individual residing in County of Los Angeles, State of California. The true names and capacities of defendants named as does 1 through 50 inclusive are presently unknown to plaintiff. Plaintiff will amend his complaint setting forth the true names. Okay, so we're going to get some names and capacities of these fictitious defendants that are ascertained. Plaintiff is informed and believes on the basis alleges that each of the fictitious defendants as participants in the act alleged in the complaint to have been done by the named defendants. Plaintiff is informed and believes, and on the basis alleges that at all relevant times, each of the defendants, whether named or fictitious, was the agent or employee of each of the other defendants in doing the things alleged to have been done in the complaint act within the scope of such agency or employment. So she's saying that this happened in a lot of different places.
Well, yeah, and then she's naming everybody. She said if she was in the parking lot of this construction company, if she'd have been in
like
Yeezy's office, wherever, everybody that he employs and business with is responsible.
Oh my God, the gardener's here. Can you still hear me?
Oh yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
It is responsible for what happened to her, and basically, it's a faster way. You put all these people on the line and all these companies. It's like a faster way to get a settlement. But go ahead.
Perry, stop. If you were in this vicinity and you knew about it and you didn't do anything about it, you should be held accountable. Okay. Mm-hmm. Plaintiff is further informed and believes, and
let me go down and pay him. Are you back?
Okay. Upon such information and beliefs alleges that all relevant times there was such a unity of interest of ownership between the defendants and each of them, such that their personalities did not in reality exist. Furthermore, there will be an inequitable result if the acts are in question are treated as those of any defendant alone. Okay. Defendant Kanye West, aka Ye, hardly needs an introduction. He does not need an introduction. He is an artist, musician, producer, songwriter, fashion designer. He is famous for, among other things, is public outbursts. They are wrong for that. And attention-grabbing comments, parading his subordinate Yeezy LLC company and former ex-party participant and coordinate, and now wife of Bianca Sensory. Let me stop here. Have you guys heard about the divorce? He's supposed to be divorcing Bianca. He's supposed to be in China, finishing up a record. She's here in the United States. And Bianca's paperwork is saying that he had asked to have be intimate with her mother. I'm not judging. I'm just telling y'all what I heard. It says now his wife, Bianca Sensory, all over the world in scantily clad, see-through, inappropriate costumes that typically exposed her. Hold on. What was that? Did y'all hear that? She would run around town. I didn't understand that. Well, hardly nothing on. See-through clothes. It would be wintertime. Everybody else would be in jackets. She is parading around town. It says her full breasts and buttocks for everyone, including children, to see, in his extreme anti-Semitic, racist and discriminatory remarks. Blatant misogynic behavior, discrimination, and a belief now held by many that he is generally unhinged and unfit. A lot of people say Ye is unhinged and that something is wrong with him. Let me keep going. There is, however, far more to the defendant, Kanye West, aka Ye, and there are far more details that only begin to scratch the surface of who is the version of Kanye West, aka Ye, shared of himself with the general public and media to date is a far cry from the exploitive, domineering, convening, oppressive, and obsessive ex predator. Oh, geez, that he truly is behind closed doors. They're. Wow. Okay, she's calling him a predator. No, this is basically what she's saying. He's got a reputation for being eccentric, wild, crazy, over the top, but it's worse behind closed doors. That's what she's saying. Kanye West, aka Ye, is in fact y'all see this word? I cannot say it. Abuser. Kanye, aka West, true nature and an authentic character are within a doubt. Predatory, aggressive, compulsive, vulgar, perverse, and frighteningly calculative. Sorry. Kanye West, aka Ye, is a manipulative, dangerous, premeditative, sadistic groomer. What? God damn. With an explosive temper, especially when he does not get what he wants. Kanye West, aka Ye, uses his extreme wealth and influence and power to pursue, among other things, sex. God damn. His insatiable actual gratification, desires, and fantasies. God damn. And actual exploitative of victims include, but not limited to, the attempted actual exploitation of trafficking. What? They were saying they wouldn't be surprised if he was trafficking.
Right.
But you're back. Do y'all remember Kanye was in some foreign country? I don't remember where it was. It might have been Italy. I don't remember. But they showed him and Bianca on a boat down there. Do y'all remember that? Yeah. She's calling him like some kind of crazy, sadistic fiend that can't get enough. Limited to the attempted actual exploitation and trafficking of plaintiff, SA, and the constant actual harassment and demands of plaintiff. So he studied asking her, and this is what she could remember for sex. Why wouldn't you have quit? Never mind.
Now, Sharrell, just a reminder, all these allegations that she's saying that happened. Go ahead.
His actual desires appear to have little boundaries, and he used Yeezy LLC, Yeezy Apparel LLC, and Footwear LLC, and Yeezy Construction Inc. as a vehicle to pursue, and satisfy his unusual fantasies. Oh my God. And delusion desires. And he further used the money created by him and these entities to fund his obsessive, compulsive, actual dominated, driven behavior. Employees of Yeezy related companies were not off limits, but instead were often the targets and ultimate victims of the frequently pursued and exploited. God damn. Kanye West, aka Ye, preyed on and had relations with many Yeezy LLC employees. Wow. I know this is her saying, huh?
Yeah, no, it's her saying.
All this can't be lies.
Okay,
you still think it's lies?
No, let me tell you this.
Okay.
It could possibly be true, right? About people. But you know how you can throw out an allegation that most people in general think all black guys gonna steal your purse? You can just add on to it, right? Just my thought here. As from what I experienced from just hearing shit, reading stories from sex phone operators or OnlyFans, they deal with a lot of freaks. Right? Now, but it makes for a juicy story. So all these allegations that you don't have up here, she could have perfectly good knowledge of it, but maybe not from him, from many people. If you generalize a lot of things, people are like, yeah, I heard people like that or this and that. But I okay, I personally feel she see people getting paid off Diddy.
Oh
She gonna
wow.
make Kanye her Diddy. Just my opinion. And
All
she might
right.
have a
All
tell
right.
all. She
All
might have
right.
a tell all by Christmas.
Perry, stop. Just
Okay.
stop. Just don't you say nothing else. Oh my God. So she's saying that he has a lot of sex with employees, and she names the company. And the hope of possibility of Yeezy LLC employment as to get what he wanted from women he targeted. When it came to Kanye West, aka Ye's uncontrollable desires, he was relentless. Defendant would often use a potential job opportunity as a facade to begin to condition and get the targets of his choice to travel to meet with him in person so that he could be in close enough proximity uh, to his targets to attempt to get what he wanted from them slash his needs met.
Okay.
Play
I mean,
this.
can
Let
I
me
stop
play
you
this.
again?
Go ahead, Perry.
No, no, no.
Go ahead.
So she's saying what he did to other people.
Right.
As his assistant, was she setting these things up for him? If that makes sense. Like
Yeah. I know what you're saying. Um,
she ain't saying it happened to him. Oh, yeah, child. I'm gonna tell you all about him. And he did this. How would you have known unless you was the person right there with him going out? You know how like allegedly Diddy had his runners go and pick up the H's and bring them back or the workers, right? How would
okay.
she know? I mean, to me, it seems like now there was a reason why
Perry,
she had to
Perry.
be silent. Huh?
But let me say this. He was caught in public with Bianca. So
Okay, right.
that's not normal behavior. So she's saying that he has a large drive, a sex drive, would do something like do that on that boat with all those people around.
Okay, right. But so now she's an influencer, a formal OnlyFans, and now she's a psychiatrist.
Let me keep going. All right.
No. I mean, I'm just saying for me, Sharrell, like, are you suing or are you just dropping down on all his business affairs that you was a part of if you was right there with him?
Let me
I
get the
just hmm?
let me get the feel for the room, what they think it. Y'all was with it, and I would never be with anybody that nasty for fake shoes and no medicine.
Right,
Child.
okay.
Can't play two sides. Hmm. Does she have proof? Well, I guess you're right about that. Y'all ain't falling. Perry ain't falling for it. He's not. Let's keep reading. You stop me when you're ready, Perry.
Okay.
Indeed, Kanye West, aka Ye, regularly had X relations at the Yeezy LLC offices with both employees and a rotating list of guests alike. It was commonly known by guests and certainly employees of Yeezy's LLC that a makeshift bedroom, oh my God, was often required by Kanye West, aka Ye, in his place of work. Now, I'm not comparing him to R. Kelly. Didn't R. Kelly have a bed in one of his studios?
Right. I
He
mean, I've heard a lot of people do, right? But
Mhm.
she said, now he got this, I don't know. I don't know what the building look like. I'm gonna say it's 3 stories. It got 50 offices in it. He requiring everybody, even the janitor, to have a bed or a blanket in his closet.
Let me go, Perry. Let me keep reading.
Wait a minute.
Kanye West, aka Ye, in his workplace. Yeezy LLC employees were ordered by Kanye West, aka Ye, to construct these bedrooms, which consist of a mattress on the floor, pillows and blanket in a private room or closet. Kanye West, aka Ye, exploits were not limited to his office bedroom. Defendant also took full advantage of the employee bedrooms and YZY design department, changing rooms at the Yeezy LLC slash Gap shared office in Hollywood, California, to defile the employees and other targets of his choice. Yeezy LLC offices were simply used as Kanye West, aka Ye's, actual playground. It made Kanye West, aka Ye, feel powerful and secure, knowing his bedroom, employees' bathrooms, and changing room was available to his use. The ability to satisfy his actual cravings and animalistic urge at a moment was required by an essential to defend it. Kanye West, aka Ye, would frequently engage in sex in his office bedroom. Child, come on,
Okay.
Perry. Why you got a damn bed in the workplace?
Right. Now, if you got, I don't care if you got a building with 2 offices and she know all the details, they got beds, you ain't got no photo of a bed or a sheet. And how was she privy to all this information? Right? I mean, did she help him get undressed when he went into all these little rooms with the beds? Say, like this the kind of shit that makes me really think you just making up a lot of shit personally. Now, I'd be wrong if she showed me some pictures of some beds and him in it, and all that stuff. Then it'd be different. But Diddy had the freak offs. Now Kanye's supposed to have the freak office.
Bruce says, when did he have time to make music?
Exactly. And why would he need an assistant if he was that busy?
Animalistic? What did she say? Yeah, she said animalistic. Let's keep going.
Mm-hmm.
The ability to satisfy his actual cravings, animalistic urges at a moment's notice was required by an essential to defend it. Yay. I took your advice, whoever said that in the chat. Would frequently engage in sex in his office bedroom, employees' bathrooms, and changing rooms during work hours and / or when Yeezy LLC, I'm going to skip that, had company relation events. These bedrooms and bathrooms and changing rooms were used by Kanye West, aka, and where he engaged in actual intercourse and or received, oh Lord, oral from women that attended work and social events or women that defended Ye, aka Ye, paid and trafficked. Oh shit.
Well, Sharrell, let me
Oh
say this real fast. I just looked at the chat. Somebody said this to me, but they said, Perry, no, the girl that Kanye actually supposed to had text the girl of pictures of beds in these offices, right?
yes.
I mean, so if that's true,
Why aren't they in the lawsuit? Is that what you're going to say?
no, 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 no. I'm saying some things I say could be wrong,
Mhm.
but just because a person now, to whoever posted that for me, basically Kanye's supposed to had text photos of beds in these offices, right?
Mhm.
To the girl. Now, but does it show him in the bed doing things with these people? I mean, 'cause that wouldn't make sense neither. But I don't know. It just don't make sense. And
But this
why would
part,
he-
they said that he paid for sex and he trafficked. That's when you bring in people. I
right?
wonder if he crossed state lines.
Okay.
Child,
If
she,
all these were happening and he was texting her all this freaky stuff, one got the question, damn, and you still thought that was a job for you?
oh, okay. Well, here, she's explaining what Kanye did is exactly what Diddy did, but not on that level. And he brought these people to his house and his place of work, according to her in this lawsuit, which will not make that federal. Oh, that's why it's not federal, because it's state. Mm, this is a lot.
Yeah, I don't
Beginning,
know. Go ahead.
beginning, go. I'm sorry. Would you say,
Oh, no,
Perry?
no, no, you good.
Beginning on an afternoon in August of 2022, at Shared Yeezy LLC Gap office in Hollywood, Ye consumed Hennessy and Diet Coke in execs. This was a regular habit of the defendant while working on his Yeezy LLC sunglasses campaign. During Kanye West's time at the office on the same day, in between YZY SHDZ photos, defendant took a brief recess to consume more Hennessy, play music, hang out with his friends, and instruct Beyonce Sensory and other visiting female guests who were present for the YZY SHDZ creative meeting / photos to perform oral on him and his male guests inside the office changing rooms. I don't know, Perry. I believe her. I have to
No,
believe
no,
her.
okay,
These
right, right. No,
allegations
no.
are
Okay, I'm
serious.
saying this. That could have happened,
Mhm.
right? I mean, so somebody got head in the office, right? What I'm trying to say, yeah, I believe that shit happened. I say
Mhm.
that's the whole thing. If you go back and pull up all the stories, what's gonna happen in the music industry, in the studios, you can just come and throw this out. But so she's using this, pay settle with me, or I'm gonna make up all or expose everything you ever done.
Let me keep
Right?
going.
Okay.
Defendant promptly boasted to plaintiff about his spontaneous actual encounter that had just taken place in the office changing room. Ye also proudly boasted and revealed unwanted details to plaintiff about his oral experience he had ordered his female guest to provide for his male guest in the office changing room. And let me tell you why I believe this. I believe this because he has a sex addiction, and that was explained by Kim. Remember, she said he has a high sex rate, does it every day,
Well,
doesn't
I
take
mean,
a
you know
break.
how he got his wife, how he have his wife dressed now. But I'm
Yeah.
saying that could be true.
Uh-huh.
I'm not doubting all this stuff, but I'm just saying that this lawsuit is supposed to be getting her pay,
Gotcha.
yeah,
So
and
she'll
all
say
that stuff,
anything.
and what happened to her. Now she can go in all these details on what he did to all these other people, what
Mhm.
happened in the linen closet. You know what I'm saying?
I can't. Period.
But it sounds like somebody is putting something out there. I'm gonna expose you
Mhm.
because we had a dispute about my pay or how you let me go or whatever. Because, well, no, I ain't gonna say that. Go ahead.
Kanye West, aka Ye, is a controlling, manipulative, ABUSER, and his actions in actions, creative project, business dealings, and generally most, if not all, of his human interactions are motivated by the relentless pursuit of his insatiable, actual fantasies and desires. His calculated scheme centers on him obtaining and seizing power at every opportunity, and him controlling or at a minimum trying to control nearly all details of every human interaction. Ye used his influence and power to secure lucrative business dealings, contracts, relationships with, among other, Adidas, what? And Gap. Kanye West, aka Ye, hatched a scheme to lure and ultimately traffic women from outside of the United States. Okay, so she just made it federal for his actual pleasure as a result of his relationships / contracts / business dealings in these corporate entities. He learned that the same were well versed in using the work visa process to bring them from foreign countries to the United States. Once Kanye, aka Ye, decided he wanted to pursue actual relations with a particular woman or women who were not already employees of Yeezy's LLC or the other Yeezy LLC related entities and were not otherwise within the United States, he turned his playbook, instructed the following would take place: engaged in legal counsel and or called upon the legal department of its affiliates, partners, or otherwise business entities that were more familiar with the visa process. Okay. All right.
Mhm.
This
Yeah.
is a lot. They're saying that he's bringing these women in from foreign countries.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I mean, you get to make it juicy, right? For, you
Period.
know, for somebody to want to just, hey, can we stop this?
It says to the United States and the stay for an extended period of time, he will let them stay for as long as the defendant's desires for sex and actual relations with him. This is a lot. Let me see what y'all think about this. This is a lot. Sounds like he did the things she's saying, but she had free will to walk away. I believe it.
Well, no, I mean, that could be true. Now, I am not defending Kanye, not at
Mhm.
all. But what I'm saying is, what this got to do with you? I mean, just because, maybe you wanted to be the main chick, maybe you wanted the damn promotion. These are
Let's
things I'm saying. It sounds like somebody that's bitter. And, I mean, because hell, well, when I say this, you always get upset. You stayed. And then it sounds like you mad because he forced you to leave by firing you. But go ahead.
Sussex says, the more I hear, the more I hope Kanye does not settle. And he goes to court with this. The discovery alone will reveal a lot about the validity of the lawsuit. Jason Lee stated Lauren was brilliant at her job. Jason Lee said she went through a lot. You know what I'm going to do?
And what was her job again?
Period. Stop. I'm going to
I know.
go and get some other details and then come back. I'm not going to read the whole 88 pages. It's just too long. I want to know more about this woman and the things that the lawsuits didn't say. And I don't care about the size of it. It's a mess. These
Yeah.
women, and I mean, that's what I'm thinking. Y'all are not falling for it. Nobody's believing it.
Let's do this. Like, he had came out and said that it was blackmail, right? Whether, she could throw out allegations. I guess he can too. And maybe if I was him at this point, whether the other things she's saying and she just throwing out your business out in the street for a settlement, maybe you get to bring up her business before you hired her.
I'm gonna make some phone calls because this nobody's believing it in the chat. Nobody. And so I think there's more to the story that I need to know. Let's see what they're thinking, and then we're gonna do a part 2 this afternoon.
Okay.
She sounds like a handler who was hired to do what handlers sometimes do: bring that particular person down. We got someone here says, "I believe it." Jabbar believes it. I don't know yet. I need to find out more. And not in the lawsuit. Now, Perry read the lawsuit. It's 88 pages. Anything particular you wanted to talk about before we?
No, I'm just saying how, like, I would think this. It's a lot of stuff here, but I would want to be talking more about your pay that you saying that he didn't pay you, and about what the essay that he did to you. But you going on about everything else, and you acting like an unpaid psychiatrist, telling you about all the problems Kanye got and all his fantasies. Because the one that get over me, he don't only want to just do his target, he want to do their mama.
Wait a minute.
I agree with Carmen and Gigi. Right now, when a woman comes forward, I believe it until I don't believe it. So let me see if there's more stuff that I need to know so I don't believe it. But right now, I believe it.
Well,
and also, he's weird. I can't get the way that he pranced Bianca around town. Also, what they were doing on that boat. So let's I'm not going to read all 88 pages anyway. That's just too long, but I can get more information on the person. That's what I want to do. So, all right, you guys, I'm going to wrap this up. It's still early. Yeah, we were only on an hour. Yep. It's still early. Let me do what I do best, and that's find out more information on the woman and just more information. I want to know more about it. And so I have to do what I do best, start making phone calls. Let's find out what's really going on. So this hasn't been out too long. So that's where we stand right now. This is a serious lawsuit. Very, very serious.
Right.
And if it's true, it's something wrong with Ye.
Yeah, on both sides. Yeah, no. And I would say the opposite, right? I would say, yeah, if it's true, something wrong with him. If it's untrue, something wrong for her. I mean, because wrong is wrong on both sides. Like, you should believe women. And sometimes when a person say I'm innocent, we probably should want to believe them a little bit too. But what I'm saying is I haven't seen no proof yet. Now, proof will change my whole
Mhm.
perception of the whole damn thing.
Look at this one really quick for you. Sharrell, Ye challenges Zionist movement and they wanted Ye to go down. Let's wait for more news. That's how, thank you, Halima. That's what I want to do. I want to find out more. I'm going to find out the minute I get off this phone, get off this live, you guys. I'm going to look into this. So thank you for listening. There will be a part 2 tonight. And I'll probably leave the document. It's 88 pages. Should I put it on Facebook? Well, I don't know. It's too many pages.
Yeah, I don't know.
Anyway, so thank you guys. That's where we stand right now. Let me know in the comment section where you stand right now. This has to be looked into. Thank you, Kobe. Insatiable Passion. Who talks like this? Okay, no one believes it. All right, thank you guys, and I'll see you in a couple hours. Bye, guys.
I'm out.